day of treats for Mom. Lad and the boys are washing my truck while I make Italian chicken soup for lunch. Then I'm out for a mom, daughter, son afternoon of pampering and errands. Lad and Todd are in the kitchen rustling up beef fillets, ranch-style oven potatoes, shrimp peppercorn sauce, and roasted asparagus.
Good job, Todd.
Good job. Round it off with my delicious cherry pie. It's all about Mom today, and it is gonna be awesome. Welcome to my frontier. Some days are just more special than others, and this happens to be one of them. For starters, Lad, Bryce, and Todd offered to go wash my vehicle. We should declare this a national holiday. I am so excited. In addition, this afternoon, Paige, Bryce, and I are gonna go to Bartlesville and spend the afternoon together. And when we get back, get this, Todd and Lad are gonna serve us dinner. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am. It's gonna be such a special day. I'm gonna start by making lunch before we take off. I'm making Italian chicken soup. It is so hearty, so family friendly. The guys love it, the girls love it. It's gonna be a yummy lunch. I put a whole cut up fryer in the pot and I'm covering it with low sodium chicken broth. Glug, glug, glug. I need to bring the chicken to a boil, so I'll turn on the heat. I'll put the lid on and let it cook for 45 to 50 minutes.
So what are we doing?
We're gonna clean your mother's car for her. You and I'll wash it. Hey, Todd, if you don't mind, would you just kind of get all the trash inside picked up? Make sure you get all the trash in the back and everything, okay?
Yes, sir.
We'll get it cleaned up nice. Good work?
Yeah. Wait away from me.
The chicken's done and I'm just taking it out of the pot. It looks nice and tender. It's pretty much falling off the bone. Now I need to shred it up, so I'm using 2 forks. Paige is here now. She has some reading to do before we take off for the afternoon. Meanwhile, the boys are busy washing my vehicle. And my car has been coated in mud for, it seems like, months. So whenever somebody offers to wash my car for me, I just think it's the best thing anyone could ever do. The chicken looks good. Now I'll start on the base for the soup. I have a pot over medium heat. I'll drizzle in some olive oil, onion, some green bell pepper. I just seeded and diced them pretty fine. And celery. And then for a little kick, I diced up a jalapeno. I got rid of the seeds and membrane so it wouldn't make the soup too spicy. Stir this around and let it start cooking. For some nice Italian flavor, I'm gonna sprinkle in some dried oregano. Not too much, you don't wanna overpower the soup. The veggies need to cook for about 10 minutes until they're really soft and golden brown. And while that happens, I'm gonna skim and stock and pull together everything else for the soup.
Make sure you're not sleeping there.
All right.
All right.
The veggies look fantastic, really soft, nice color. Now the chicken broth is also full of flavor. I'm gonna strain it right into the soup pot. First, I tried to skim off as much fat from the surface as possible. I'm straining it just to get out any small bones or bits that were left in there. The next thing to add is a whole can of diced tomatoes. Now all of this shredded chicken goes in. It's looking better all the time. This is a fantastic soup. Bryce particularly loves this soup. Now I'll stir it around. I'm gonna turn up the heat and bring this to a boil.
That's not too bad. Now the tricky part is the wash pad's all muddy. You gotta get off the wash pad without throwing mud all over the vehicle.
Oh, this soup looks so good, but I cannot leave well enough alone. I've got a pint of heavy cream. I tell you what, it just makes this soup rich and comforting. I'll also sprinkle in some salt and pepper. Give it a stir. Last thing to add is the pasta. This soup has a short tube pasta in it, and that's part of what makes it so hearty. Oh, I hope the boys hurry up and get here. I am hungry.
I want to eat food. I just want to.
You worked up an appetite washing that car.
You didn't do anything. You just sat in the back watching Dad and I do all the work.
You had the easy part done. I do have to say, did you fall asleep in there?
Hey!
Sorry.
Paige, Dad and the boys are here.
Got your car cleaned up for you. Hey,
Oh my
Paige.
gosh, that is the sweetest thing you could ever do for me.
Well, it's already a little dirty again, but it's a lot
Thank you.
cleaner anyway. That's what we got here.
Got Italian chicken soup for lunch. It's
All right.
your reward for washing my car on a cool day.
Soup and bread.
Yeah. Well, you ready to go to Bartlesville, Bryce? We're gonna go right after.
Excited.
So, Todd,
Yeah.
I'm ready for your and Daddy's steak dinner.
I'm expecting a 5-star meal.
Right.
Hey, set your expectations low. That way they can be exceeded.
You cook me dinner. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it tastes like. I'm just excited. It's a treat.
Well, that's good because there's no telling what it's going to be like.
Up next, it's pedicures and cherry pie. Then a scrumptious filet steak dinner with oven potatoes, shrimp peppercorn sauce, and roasted asparagus. All courtesy of my cooking cowboy and his cute little kitchen helper. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute, is this the same car?
Yes.
That is amazing. I don't think my car has been this clean since the day I got it. It's amazing. I almost paid to drive it. Well, Paige, Bryce, and I are headed to Bartlesville to run some errands. Lad and Todd are staying behind because they're going to take care of dinner. I have to say, I'm pretty excited about it. I already made dessert for tonight. I whipped up a scrumptious cherry pie, so I'm going to tell you all about how to make it while I head to Bartlesville. A great pie has to have a fantastic filling, and cherries are just the thing for that. I've been cooking 2 bags of sour pitted cherries, and I added some sugar. I've been boiling them until all the juices have been released. This is nice and plain and unadorned, but I like to add a little secret ingredient, and I definitely don't tell the members of my household that I add this. Just a splash of balsamic vinegar. Of course, with a cherry pie filling, you want it to be nice and thick, so I'll add a lemon juice, cornstarch slurry. And I need to turn up the heat and let it bubble up, because that's what causes it to thicken. It'll just take a couple of minutes. When it's done, it's thick, glossy, and delicious. Then it's just a matter of getting the heat off and letting it cool, and getting it into the fridge covered in plastic wrap to chill. So it's time to put the cherry filling into the first crust. This is a sweet version of the perfect pie crust I've made for years. Cherry pie is really a scrumptious fruit pie because it's not overly sweet, and that means you can add lots of vanilla ice cream, sweetened whipped cream to the top. Now I'll get the top crust on. One of the hardest parts of a 2-crust pie is getting the top crust on in one piece. It helps to roll it onto the rolling pin. That sort of keeps it together while you lift it up and put it right on top of the pie. And ideally, you can neatly unroll it. Now I need to cut the excess off. Use a sharp knife. It's very uneven at this stage, so running a knife around, you can get it all evened up before you finish off the edge. Next thing I do is tuck the edges under, just so the edge becomes really neat. Then you can finish it with whatever fancy edge you want. Sometimes I just tuck it under like this and bake it as it is. Other times I like to try to be like my mom and do a little crimp. I take my thumb and forefinger on the outside, and then on the inside, I meet in between with my index finger. I'm not winning any prizes for this being perfect, but my family doesn't need perfect. Of course, pies with a top crust have to have some kind of vent. That way, as the filling bubbles up, it'll have some place to release the air. This is looking great. I want the top to have a little bit of a nice finish and sheen. So I have an egg wash, and I'll brush it lightly all over the top of the crust. This is nothing but a mixture of beaten egg with a little water. All around the edges. I want to sprinkle sugar on top. It'll stick to that egg wash and give it a nice little crunch and sweetness. The pie's ready to go in the oven. I'm putting it on a sheet pan lined with foil just to catch the drippings that'll inevitably happen. Now it bakes at 375 for about 50 minutes. The pie should be done now. Oh, will you look at that beauty. This is gonna go just perfect with Lad and Todd's steak dinner tonight. All right, guys, we are in Bartlesville. We got nails. We got hardware store.
Am I getting a pedicure?
Do you want to get a pedicure, Bryce? Well, it wouldn't be fair if I didn't let you get one, too.
I want one.
Okay. Yay, pedicure time. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. How are you?
Good, how you doing?
How are you? Do you have room for 3 pedicures?
Yes, you do.
Oh, good. What are you going to get, Paige? Bryce, help me pick a color. Help me pick a different color. How about a good old mom red?
No, Mom.
Oh, I like this one.
No, this right here.
Oh, that's pretty. All right, should we go sit down? Yeah. All right. I'm getting excited about this.
You too.
Take off your shoes and socks. Bryce, I don't know if they're ready for your feet.
I don't care.
She has soccer feet, I have ballet feet, and you have cowboy feet.
I got awesome feet.
This is pretty much all I want in life. Sorry, I'm ticklish.
Yeah, this is gonna happen to me too.
I love it here, Paige.
Yeah, it's nice to get away from the ranch every once in a while.
Bryce, you're looking better already. Gosh.
I'm gonna be the cowboy with the best looking feet. Everyone's gonna be complimenting my glorious toenails.
Bryce, are you enjoying yourself over there? Pedicure with my 2 middle children. My husband and baby are making dinner tonight. I could get used to this. Up next, it's the final stop on my outing with Bryce and Paige. Then my cowboy cook whips up filet steak with oven potatoes, shrimp sauce, and roasted asparagus in a Lad and Todd kitchen takeover at the lodge. Ready? I'm just spending the afternoon with my 2 middle children. We're running errands and having fun. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Lad and Todd are handling dinner tonight. That is going to be nice. We're just here at the hardware store. We got to pick up a few things. All right, see what we can find.
Yeah.
Mama needs stuff for the garden. A big old lopper. This is what I need. Daddy needs a saw. Bryce, you think that'll work for cedars?
Yep, that should be a dandy.
It's pretty good. Okay. Hey, bunnies.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. We have enough animals on the ranch. All right, Bryce. Chain time. That'll offset that pedicure you got earlier. I think we're good, guys.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff.
Let's head back to the ranch.
Hey, Todd, if you don't mind, would you start putting a little butter on those right there? So we're gonna make some simple roasted potatoes here today. Sometimes when Ree's gone on a book signing tour or something and the kids and I are left to fend for ourselves, they always want to make these potatoes. How you think they're getting along over in Bartlesville?
I think they're having trouble without us.
What'd they go over there to do? They're getting like a manicure, pedicure?
Facial, something.
Yeah, I don't know. Bryce was just looking forward to somebody was gonna rub his feet, he thought.
I think so. I don't think
You don't rub his feet for him, Todd?
No, he asked me to. I won't. You gotta pay someone to do that. I mean,
If I was you, I wouldn't rub his feet either, man.
those toenails are gnarly.
You can do a little seasoned salt if you want.
All right.
And I'll do some pepper.
These potatoes are really good when you cook them.
You like these?
When they get out of the oven, I usually get like 10 or 15 on my plate.
Yeah, usually when we make them, they're gone
And
before you can
Yeah.
get to some. You gotta make sure you put enough on there that you actually get some. All right, let's put these in the oven at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. Good job, Todd.
good job.
That was fun, Paige.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed that pedicure.
It was really nice. It's nice to get away from the house and do a little girly stuff.
Okay, Todd, now we're gonna do the asparagus. So you need a vegetable with every meal, Todd. It's good for you.
We've already got the potatoes.
Actually, your mother, every time we go out, she always orders asparagus. So I just figured this would be a nice treat for her. Why don't you start drizzling a little bit of olive oil on it? All right, not too thick, okay?
Like that.
That's good. And I'll put a little salt, pepper on it. All right. They go in the oven for about 20 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna make a shrimp peppercorn sauce for your mother. We're just gonna get a little butter in here. We got 2 tablespoons of butter. And we're just gonna put some shrimp in. I've never actually made a sauce before. How about you?
Hopefully we'll do it right.
Part of the sauce, Todd's also gonna be the peppercorns, so you can take that little frying pan if you want and just smash those up.
Yeah.
Todd's pretty good at smashing things.
I think I'm getting it pretty good.
All right, so I've got shrimp kind of cooked up a little bit here. Oh man, that shrimp smells good, Todd. Put a 1/4 cup of brandy, 1/2 cup of beef broth. Now for your favorite part, for your mother anyway, a full cup of heavy whipping cream.
She puts that in her coffee every morning.
I think you're kind of telling on her, Todd. She does like heavy whipping cream, though. How you getting along with those peppercorn?
All right.
Hand them to me and we'll put them in here.
That bag is definitely destroyed.
It hit a number on the bag, didn't it? The peppercorn's kind of mixed up in there, and now we'll put the shrimp back in. I think this is going pretty good, Todd.
I think Mom will be pretty proud of us of how good we're cooking.
I agree. I think she's going to like it.
I think we're cooking better than her right now. No.
Up next, filet steak on the menu, cowboys in the kitchen, and cherry pie wraps up a pretty darn wonderful day. Paige, Bryce, and I had a great time in Bartlesville, and we're almost back to the lodge. We get to have a home-cooked dinner courtesy of Lad and Todd. What could be better than that?
You ever cooked a steak before, Todd?
Yeah, once at Papa's.
Did you? Papa let you cook one? He's the one that taught me how to cook them. Papa likes his steaks. All right, so now we'll go ahead and season the other side a little bit. Gonna let these sear a little bit on each side. What's your favorite kind of steak, Todd?
Fillets. I remember the first fillet I had, we were in Colorado. I think we were eating on Mom's birthday.
I remember that. That was nice.
Those look good. And I have that one that you're tipping.
Now we'll put them in the oven. Put them in there for about 6-7 minutes, and hopefully they'll be getting here pretty quick.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait.
Pedicure got me
I'm so
worked up for
hungry.
steak.
Ew.
Hey! Just about right.
That's a beautiful steak. Hi, honey. Oh my gosh. What are you making?
It's shrimp peppercorn sauce. It's your recipe. It's got lots of heavy whipping cream, so taste that, and I'm going to get the vegetables.
Oh, twist my arm. Okay. I thought the pedicure was my treat today.
Thanks. Would you grab the asparagus?
Yeah. What did you do to help
Here,
that?
Todd, let me through there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, look at those potatoes.
And we got asparagus.
Oh,
Here, what's up,
my.
buddy? We got asparagus.
Now, wait a minute. You made
We
roasted
made that for you. Yeah.
I am so impressed.
We kind of,
I think
we
I'm gonna
had,
try another bite of this though.
we had potatoes and steak for us, but I wanted to make sure you had plenty of good
You said
stuff.
steak? And we've had such a long, hard day in Bartlesville.
That was a lot of help.
Look at those.
There you go.
Those look so good.
All right, y'all ready?
We don't even need the cherry pie that I made. Day of treats for Mom. Lad and the boys are washing my truck while I make Italian chicken soup for lunch. Then I'm out for a mom, daughter, son afternoon of pampering and errands. Lad and Todd are in the kitchen rustling up beef fillets, ranch-style oven potatoes, shrimp peppercorn sauce, and roasted asparagus.
Good job, Todd.
Good job.
Round it off with my delicious cherry pie. It's all about Mom today, and it is gonna be awesome. Welcome to my frontier. Some days are just more special than others, and this happens to be one of them. For starters, Lad, Bryce, and Todd offered to go wash my vehicle. We should declare this a national holiday. I'm so excited. In addition, this afternoon, Paige, Bryce, and I are gonna go to Bartlesville and spend the afternoon together. And when we get back, get this, Todd and Lad are gonna serve us dinner. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am. It's gonna be such a special day. I'm gonna start by making lunch before we take off. I'm making Italian chicken soup. It is so hearty, so family friendly. The guys love it, the girls love it. It's gonna be a yummy lunch. I put a whole cut up fryer in the pot and I'm covering it with low sodium chicken broth. Glug, glug, glug. I need to bring the chicken to a boil, so I'll turn on the heat. I'll put the lid on and let it cook for 45 to 50 minutes.
So what are we doing?
We're gonna clean your mother's car for her. You and I'll wash it. Hey, Todd, if you don't mind, would you just kind of get all the trash inside picked up? Make sure you get all the trash in the back and everything, okay?
Yes, sir.
We'll get it cleaned out nice. Work?
Yeah. Might work for me.